Well, tonight the search continues for 11-year-old Madalina Cojocari of Cornelius. She's been missing for weeks now. Today, Cornelius Police arrested Cojocari's stepfather and mother. They say the two failed to report her disappearance to law enforcement. WCNC Charlotte's Austin Walker joining us in studio, breaking down what we know so far and what experts have to say.
The FBI is involved in this investigation now. We spoke to a former agent who says the timeline of events is the most perplexing thing about this case. Now, first, she was reported missing on December 15th, but police say she was last seen on November 23rd right here. And normally, when a child is missing from school for even a day, a note is emailed home. So the question tonight, did the parents know she was missing before reporting it?
It's a nice neighborhood. I never would have thought that.
People would describe this Cornelius neighborhood as a quiet one until recently.
Yesterday, there was all the commotion we had. There must have been, 40, people out there.
Friday night, police searching for 11-year-old Madalina Cojocari and investigating her home for evidence. Early Saturday morning, Cornelius Police arresting Christopher Palmer, her stepfather, for failure to report the disappearance of a child to law enforcement. Just hours later, at 10:15 a.m., her mother, Diana Cojocari, also taken into custody.
It's very concerning that something like this could happen, that it was so close to us.
Neighbors puzzled by the news, some telling us the family kept to themselves.
Well, I would assume that they are suspects.
Quentin Williams, former FBI agent and investigator, says the timeline of events isn't adding up. Madalina was last seen on November 23rd, but weeks later was reported missing to the school on December 15th, 22 days later.
You would assume that the district would ask after a few days because they send notes home. And now in the digital age, we all get emails when our kids are out of school for one day. So the parents knew immediately that the child was not in school.
Leading him to believe the reason for both arrests on Saturday,
they didn't report it.
We spoke to a dozen neighbors who tell WCNC Charlotte they noticed burning in their backyard at all hours starting on November 27th, including Saturday morning, just hours before her mother was taken into custody. Today, neighbors still left heartbroken by the news.
I hope that, she's run away or something and comes back.
And questions start having answers.
All you can do is hope and pray.
We reached out to Cornelius Police Department to see what that next step is for the investigation, given it's still ongoing, but they did not return any of our emails or phone calls as well. Now, if you know anything that could lead to an arrest, you're encouraged to call Cornelius Police Department or authorities. Jane?